I interviewed BeamNG YouTubers so you know how they do it and why they do it. What was your reaction when you had your first viral video?
I'm going to be honest, I don't really think I've had one of those yet. About the only one that I can say is that would be the 3D scan one, but that's still only twice as much as my other bigger videos.
What was your channel before this?
Before the war, yeah. A lot of stuff has changed. On a serious note, my channel before like Carmite as a channel, it was always BeamNG since the very start, I would say. I had a second channel, my second channel now, like this is like the channel I had before this. I tried GTA gameplays, I tried airsoft gameplays, stuff like this.
It is really weird looking back at my old channel because it's easy to forget how cringy I was. Even though I'm not the greatest now, back then it was really bad. I won't say what the channel name is, but it started with skateboarding videos and it diverged into something just completely random. As in, I was far more cringy as an adult in college than I was as a teen with a skateboard because I didn't really have a group to associate with. The channel gained about 3,000 subscribers over the course of about 10 years with 130 videos. It wasn't exactly the best. I probably had closer to about 170, but copyright strikes and also just bad videos that I deleted, so yeah.
Ooh, well, I did start in like 2008, 2009. I was kind of using YouTube as a photo bucket, but for videos back in the day to post on forums. I lost that account though. I don't even know what it was called. I have no idea where it is. And it has like 2 videos on it of me showing like camera equipment. But then, yeah, I just did a film at Flinders University. Did a little bit of study into filmmaking and then went, oh, well, this industry is dead now, and started YouTube.
How long has this taken you, this being growing your channel?
Well, my channel took a very long time to grow, so I think that was 3 years, but it started to grow around a year and a half ago.
Well, I did start trying to make it on YouTube, quote unquote, at the end of 2014, and it didn't go anywhere. I was like 148 subscribers, I think, for like 5 years. And then in 2020, I started, and it's been fairly slow, but it has been actual decent growth.
How did you find BeamNG?
But when my dad started BeamNG tech demo trailer on YouTube, he was like, oh, that's the perfect game for my son. And I remember playing on a Sunday morning with the Great D series on grid map, and the memories are so nice of that, like literally. Every time I think of that, it's great. But I eventually stopped playing someday until I found YBR on YouTube again. But yeah, eventually I just bought it on Steam and enjoyed it.
Well, I'd always seen BeamNG by the big YouTubers, you know, like Jacksepticeye and whatnot. Never really watched those people very much, but I would monitor them to see what they're doing, to hope that I might be able to do the same. I wasn't too interested in BeamNG, and I'm going to be a little bit honest, still not actually that interested in BeamNG. The only reason I got into it is because the automation exporter.
I first saw Beam when my kids were watching Crash Boom Punk videos when they were very young. Then a couple of years later I discovered Neological's epic video where he is driving the ball-eyed kind of mixed reality. That kind of drew me into it.
When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of realistic crashes videos. I know it might sound a bit cringe, but there was like, I think, Harpa? I think so.
Like most of you, I found BeamNG through my favorite YouTubers. I saw Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and PewDiePie playing it in my teen years, and about 10 years later, I decided to get the game for myself. And I also had an interest in just crashing the cars, which is why I got the game.
What made you start making content on BeamNG?
It was money. I'm not gonna hide something. I wanted a way to make money from something that I'm good at, like something that I like actually. I would never think that I could make money from a game like BeamNG. Second part of the answer is that when I was a kid, I was recording radio-controlled RC cars, making like cinematics on them. Then it went to GTA 5, GTA Online. This is where I was doing cinematics, practicing, stuff like this. And I think this translated into BeamNG once I added the camera path editor.
That's a good question. I don't know, to be honest. Like, I think it just were my friends and I who were bored.
Besides being held at gunpoint, about 2 years ago, I got my own place to rent, and in the evenings, I'd go on a bit of a gaming binge. I would upload occasional videos on the games that I enjoyed, and BeamNG fell into the scope of those games, especially on the speculation topics. And a speculation video on BeamNG is how my channel started to gain traction.
That was my passion to make like rally videos. because I used to rally a lot with a sunburst on Utah map. He used to do a lot of those.
What made me start was just trying to make something to see where it could take me. But after a while the game grew on me, and I fell in love with it, making maps and all that. So it went from crash content to more serious mod and map content.
Any tips for small channels wanting to grow?
Unfortunately, the thumbnail and the title of the video is more important than the video itself. So focus on the idea, the general idea of the video. The thumbnail and the picture is basically how you get the viewers to click. But also focus on very good videos. So like the viewers watch from the start to the end of the video, either through tension or just funny shit. Make sure the intro is catchy and just promises something later in the future.
You have to look at your content from point of view as a viewer. Don't make anything long or something. Talk with a sense. Just look at your old stuff, for example videos, and try to somehow improve yourself every time.
Keep changing things up until you start hitting an audience that likes the sort of stuff you're doing, and when you start to grow, keep testing the waters. It's not a once you make it, you'll start to grow. It's once you find what people are wanting to watch that you make, try making it fit that audience and try to broaden it out a little bit more. There is no I've suddenly made it sort of situation anymore, kind of like your, as I was saying, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all those sorts of people. That doesn't happen anymore. Now you have to look for the audience, and once you find it, build out on that.
What are your future goals for your channel?
My future goals for my channel include reaching a larger audience, collaborating with other creators, and continuously improving the quality of my content.
And future goals, I want to do more comparisons between real life and BeamNG. Not only driving stuff like this, but also cars. So this will be coming very soon.
What motivates you to make content?
Wait, I got a perfect example what it is. It's over here. Opel! Yeah, basically I just want to make money so I can afford my own car in the future also. Yeah. Like you can see over here. Opel!
I think it really is the interaction with the community in my Discord server, which you should join by the way, and knowing that I'm a central part of the BeamNG community. I started as such, well, everyone starts small, but I started with literally zero knowledge, and now I'm here. So many people appreciate my content, and it just feels surreal.
Why did you stick with BeamNG?
I think it really is the fact that BeamNG is a sandbox game, and the only limit is your imagination. And this just opens up so many video possibilities. Like, if I ever got bored of playing with cars, I could literally make any mod I want, like a plane or something, and make videos on that, and it's awesome.
BeamNG Drive is the ultimate content tool. Like, you can do anything. Once I was in a public server, people were doing like a gang wars of some kind where they just drove with scintillas, and I think that was the 800 series, and they were like 5 cars just fighting each other.
I stuck with Beam because of its active community, frequent updates, and the immense potential for creating unique and entertaining content.
Should the lovely people watching this video subscribe?
But yes, you actually should subscribe to Fora because he's a hustler.
No, they should not. Nah, just kidding. Sub to For please.
Why do you even ask? Like, isn't it obvious to subscribe so you can get any notifications about new videos? Just subscribe. Press this button over here. Or over here, I don't know.
And also, if you guys would like a part 2, comment suggestions down below for questions, and comment YouTubers you like to see me ask. At what moment did you think, I've made it, or have you not had that yet?
That one day when I shat my pants in the bus when going to school. No, that's another story. I think it was when the first video went viral. The types of drivers #1.
I keep going back and forth on the I've made it. I still don't even make like a bare minimum living wage. If I didn't already own my house from like previous endeavors and work and whatnot, I would probably not be able to afford rent or to be able to feed myself with the amount that I make from YouTube at the moment. So where I think I've kind of made it in making an audience, I still haven't made it financially.
The time I went to the cinema and checked the stats of my channel right before the movie started, someone said, "Oh, you watch the channel too?" And I was like, "Skyfall? Yeah, I am Skyfall. I own the channel." And he was like, "No way." And it was really scary, but I mean, I felt famous, and it was insane, to be honest.
What is your opinion on the BeamNG community? Your opinion on the BeamNG devs.
They are awesome. There's not much to say over here. They're just awesome. I mean, I got to talk to some of them, and I can guarantee you that they are all chill and they are all they're just perfect. The perfect devs for the perfect game.
What's the highlight of what you do?
Making things. Like the act of making, like the end result sort of thing, that's kind of cool. But I love just like going, I think I know how to do this, and then just feeling it come together. So I do a lot of like lining up dominoes sort of things as I'm building a mod, and then I just knock one of the dominoes down and they all just start falling into place. That's what I like.
Watching other creators play my map or play with them or get feedback.
Best moments. What is a normal day like for you?
This shocks many people, but I wake up and I go to work. It turns out YouTube doesn't really pay much unless you're covering expensive topics. Then after work, I'll come home and I'll procrastinate on making a video, or I'll spend 5-6 hour evenings making a few minute clip. Because it turns out that making entertaining videos takes a lot of time. Or at least my method to making them is very inefficient.
What's your favorite thing about where you are now?
I think it's the freedom that comes that I have the time now. Before, like 2 years ago, I had to throw out the video, throw out a video, otherwise I cannot pay the bills. But now I can just focus on pure quality, and I think this is what I love the most. The freedom that comes with having such an amazing community. You get my point. I can now slow down and focus on quality in the videos. This is what I missed.
Being able to meet big YouTubers and then lord it over, people going, ha ha ha, I got to collab with this person you love. No, not really. Getting to meet these people that a lot of people hold in high esteem, and then get to know what they're actually like behind the scenes. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them are actually really, really nice. Like, I didn't know Jelly beforehand, and a lot of people kind of just assumed that he'd be a jerky kind of person, but he's actually the nicest person I have ever collabed with.
I have made videos since 2012, and looking back, my only videos that broke over 100,000 views were videos that were commentary based, which is really strange because speech is probably my greatest weakness, and yet it's my greatest strength with making videos. So I'd say one of my greatest accomplishments is using one of my greatest weaknesses to become one of my greatest strengths. It's kind of weird how that tends to work out.
What's the thing you are least proud of that you've done to grow your channel?
So here's something that blends into a question that you asked earlier. You were asking me about what's the one tip to grow your channel, and that's honestly it's not really the right word, but to clickbait people into viewing your stuff. If your videos are moderately okay, that is good enough to grow on YouTube. Being able to get people to click on your videos is the hardest thing, and once they do, YouTube will just reward that, whether you get low view percentage with your retention. And that's the one thing I hate doing every single time, is trying to find a way to bait people into doing it. So I go like a halfway. I pick very provocative sort of titles. So I just released a video that has the XJ220 in the title, which is a car that a lot of people know. I don't like pandering like that to the algorithm.
I deleted it by mistake in 2021, trying to switch something in the settings and ownership of the channel.
What's the thing you've done that you are most proud of to grow your channel, or just with your channel in general?
Probably the 3D scan myself videos is the video that I'm most proud of. But the thing that I am just proud of is the fact that I've been able to grow this channel, which for, how many years would have that been? That's about 6 years of nothing happening, of me being like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to use YouTube as a place to show that I can do this sort of work for social media companies and I'll get a job there. To suddenly being able to, I don't have to rely on these people in HR companies being like, oh, what's your favorite day of the week? It's like, what? I'm good at my job. I can do it. And I'll do a very good job for you, to being able to just go, I hate the corporate world. I'm going to do everything myself. And then I get screwed by YouTube with AdSense being absolutely atrocious.
Definitely being recognized by the developers of the game I make videos on, and being invited to the content creator program. Like, this really makes me feel honored and valued.
I'm not claiming to be a god or something, but I think I was one of the first guys that showed that BeamNG is more than just a Crash compilation. Me, Muye, and Carpol, and maybe there's other guys, we were the guys that transformed this game into cargo Crash into cargo speak to the viewer or something. I'm proud of this, because this is a game that I've been always playing, and it is kind of like a purpose that you can change stuff, change a community, like influence a community in some sort. Don't call me an influencer, by the way.
That I made on my channel. Probably the fact that I made a BeamNG drift movie.
Why do you make the kind of content that you do?
It's something I've always done for enjoyment, and I'd really love to try and grow a channel. I love being able to entertain people while being very socially awkward, so video creation is the perfect outlet. Stumbling over my words and creating massive imperfections, well, I can just roll back and redo the bit. It's something I really enjoy about making videos, and of course entertaining people while I'm at it.
People just told me that I could do good stuff, and yeah. I continued to do the same stuff, which is cinematography.
To have a creative outlet basically. If I don't create something, I go mad. Also, it's been a great journey for getting to know other players, creators, and people in the community of Beam.
Why do you think BeamNG became increasingly popular in recent years?
Everybody was locked in COVID, and then everybody was looking at games, I guess. Maybe it's just because of bigger creators like fucking PewDiePie or others like trying it. Maybe it was me with the fucking types of drivers. Who knows? Maybe it's Muye with his every time I crash videos.
Anyways, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the following YouTubers for partaking. And some of them would like to say goodbye.
And yeah, subscribe to Forha, subscribe to whatever he's doing, and good luck. And the fucking police is coming again, for fuck's sake.
Okay, I think I can show my ass now. So yeah, bye.